What up? Hey, moviegoers. Yeah, The Karate Kid. Now, I did see this movie the second day after it came out, which was June 11th, and then again I saw it last night. And I don't know why I couldn't review it the first time, so I just decided to review it right now. So, this is a remake, obviously, from the original Karate Kid, which was the cast and starred by Ralph Macchio and Pat Morita. And all I gotta say is this is the worst piece of shit movie I've ever seen in my life! Why is this movie a piece of shit? Well, I'll tell you why. Where do I begin? There was too much silliness in this movie. Too much silliness. What do I mean by silliness? Well, too much laughing. I mean, literally, I don't remember that from the original. Raise your hand if you do, because I don't remember that from the original. I mean, yeah, there was like some or maybe a few silliness in the original, but in here there was just too much. They overdosed. There was like too much. Every 10 to 20 minutes. And okay, yes, this movie does follow the original story, but not exact. It doesn't follow it good enough. Which is why I hate this movie. There were a lot of parts missing from this movie. I mean, yeah, there were a lot of parts missing from the original. And there were a lot of things that changed, such as the setting and characters and like pretty much the climax, I think. But this movie does have a good climax though. I just don't like the fact that 70s and 80s movies, which are classics, are being remade. Texas Chainsaw Massacre and then Halloween. Like, I don't get it. I mean, Halloween was okay, but it could have been better. I don't know if there might be a Halloween 3, but okay. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, at first I expected the creators to make a remake of the Karate Kid, but then I just suddenly realized that it just sucked. Cause I never knew, cause last year maybe I expected a remake of this, and when I saw the first teaser trailer, I wasn't that pleased, because why does Daniel LaRusso move to China? Like, why did they move to China? They were supposed to move to California, dumbasses. And why is his name Dre Parker? It's supposed to be Daniel LaRusso, you idiots. What's wrong with you creators? And why is the teacher's name Mr. Han? It's Mr. Miyagi. Oh my god. If you're a fan of the original franchise, I just don't see this, alright? Because this movie doesn't like follow the original story the exact way that it was supposed to. So yeah, this movie's an hour and a half again. And another thing is that yeah, I'm pretty sure if the director got a white dude and a Japanese dude, I'm pretty sure this movie would have been a little better. But instead they had to just choose a black kid and a Chinese dude. I'm not trying to be racist though, but I'm being serious. Like, pretty much everybody in this movie is miscast unnecessarily. And like seriously, what is that backflip kick that he does in the tournament at like before the movie ends? What is that backflip kick? Like there were a lot of like things that that he was doing in the tournament that Mr. Miyagi didn't really teach him. Like did he even teach him that? Like why didn't it show him teach him those moves? Or maybe they were deleted scenes. I don't know. If so, then that pretty much explains it. They should be deleted scenes, because how like the time when the movie got to the tournament, I was like, what? How did he do that? Like, did he ever? Did he teach him that? Like, what happened? But I did get like a little psyched after like when Dre defeated Chen, whatever, and the rest of the teacher's students like bowed to Mr. Han. I was like, oh my god, and everyone, it was like, oh my god, oh, and they were laughing their ass off, and yeah. I don't know what else to say about this movie. I give this movie a 4 out of 10. This movie is like the worst remake I've ever seen. It's not as bad as Nightmare on Elm Street, because yeah, that movie just sucked. It's an epic fail. But this one is not as bad as Nightmare on Elm Street. It's not okay, it's not great, it's not awesome. It's another failure. An abomination, a horrible abomination. I apologize for wasting like $12 or $13 for this movie. I apologize. Like, what's the point? It doesn't make any sense for the people to call this movie The Karate Kid if there is no karate in it. It's just kung fu in this movie. Oh yeah, right. It's kung fu just because they moved to China. Yeah, woohoo. I'm sure there would have been someone in there who knew karate in China. And why the hell does why did everything move along like differently? Like when the part, why did everything move along differently? Like when the part when Dre said, I want to go home, I hate it here, and that was supposed to happen right after he got beaten the shit out of by the students, like by Chen, while he was playing basketball with his friends or whatever. Yeah, there are some things in this movie that I reversed, but I just hate this movie. And I'm pretty sure there are other remakes out there that just suck. I don't know about Friday the 13th, but I don't know if it is a remake. Tell me if it is, but I don't think it's a remake. I think it's just another sequel. And I also did hear that, from what I heard, is that the Nightmare on Elm Street movie, the new one, the remake, I heard that it was just announced as a remake, but it turns out that it was just another sequel. But if it is another sequel, then why is Nancy in it? Why is Nancy Thompson in that movie? She was supposed to be dead. She died in the third film, Dream Warriors. Like, I mean, she was still alive in that Wes Craven New Nightmare movie. Like, I don't get this. All in all, this movie just sucks. Again, 4 out of 10. I hate it. Not a good remake. And you probably agree with me. And there are a lot of people that just say this movie is awesome. How dare you say that it's awesome? How dare you like share your opinion in a good way? You probably didn't even see the original. And for the people who really do like the other Karate Kid movies, who know exactly what I'm talking about. I just hate this movie. Alright, so oh my god. And what was that Cobra thing that he was doing? What is that move that where he was like, where he turns his head and he like controls you as if you were kind of Cobra? Where did that come from? I don't know. I don't live in China, so like, what is that? And the part where Mr. Han comes in and just starts beating everybody, beating all the students, like when Dre is down on the floor, he makes that scene a little bit better than the one in the original, just a little bit better. But no one can surpass Pat Morita or Ralph Macchio. Now that he's like 30 or 40 years old, maybe. All right, so that's a wrap here. I hope you don't go see this movie unless you're curious, and peace.